Welcome back to another Yaheim and Lutalo production. Today, we're going to be talking about the ethics of e-dating because the thing is, I know you fuckers, alright? Yeah, y'all ain't slick. Y'all would do it in a heartbeat if there's like some really pretty girl, right? Not e-dating in the sense like, in fucking Catfish, where, well, I mean, that's still e-dating. It just got lied to, but, yeah, so I've been talking to this girl, and I'm not going to go into details, but I I haven't really like talked to someone online in a while, and since I've been on estrogen and shit, like I've noticed that words kind of like affect me a lot more than they usually do, right? Like word, like just like verbiage, rather than just like the physicality of things, right? But yeah, there's this one fine ass black woman, but it posed the question to me in my mind. I'm like, is this not just like cringe slop? Is this not like wrong? Like, because growing up online, right, you'd get ostracized for it a lot once you started getting older and doing it. But even when you were younger, it'd be like, oh, you're an e-dater, ill, or just like to outside people. And at a certain point, I joined those people. I'm like, yeah, that e-dating's weird, ill. It never works out. But I don't know. Like, so I have a friend. Her name's Amelia, and she has like her partner that she has, and like her, like they're like gonna get married, but their partner, they met online. They're e-daters, and then they like moved together. But I feel like it's a lot easier when you're older, actually, because when you're a kid, it's kind of fucking stupid, right, to e-date because you're a fucking kid. But as you get older and you have more resources, not that I have the fucking money to fly people out or fly myself out, matter of the fact, but yeah. Now I also want to discuss, like, is e-dating not kind of similar to like, back in the day where they would write those really, like, they were freaked out ass letters to each other back and forth, and like those days, like, and then they'd have like the pigeon carriers carry it, or it wasn't always a pigeon, but yeah, those letters would be like once we like retrieved those letters and looked at them like in the future, like they were freaked the fuck out. They were, and I feel like that's similar to, like, because they were master yearners. When someone's like across the country and all you can do is write to them, you have to like sink all that passion. You have to like literally imbue that shit with all the passion that you've been feeling, right? And I feel like it's pretty fucking. I feel like in that same vein, that's kind of what something like e-dating is. I feel like, because I had a coworker, man, her name is fucking Ellie, right? And I one time caught her on like at work on character on character AI at work, by the way, on some raunchy shit. Okay, I don't remember exactly what was said, but I just remember it, like, it was against my will. I wasn't like trying to snoop on her, but her phone was right there. I turned to the side. I'm like, wow. And it made, like, that also is like, I feel like if it's a real person, it's fine, right? I don't know. Is it fine? I feel like a loser for liking, like, because the thing is, it's also so hard, okay? It's so hard. As first off, I'm trans. First off, I'm black. And then I'm in Colorado, okay? And it's all white people. Everyone's fucking white. And then the people who aren't white, the black people who aren't white, are like fucking like they're suburban raised, so they're not that they're white because they're suburban raised. Obviously, black is black, but I think you understand. Like they're white socialized, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's just really hard to find any part, because I'm a lesbian. That's like one of the main things, right? A trans lesbian, trans black lesbian, like. And in an area with no other black people, and I really love black women. I predominantly love black women, and it's so hard. It's so hard because there's no one's out here. No one's out here. And even, but like, as I don't have like I don't only like black women, right? Like I like black women. I'm just saying, like, there's not enough variety. It's just all these white women, and my ex was a white girl, and nothing against her. Well, nothing against her, but it showed. But not in like all negative ways. It just showed in like certain ways in terms of like their blindness to, like, the political state of the world. People like, bro. But anyway, sorry, I just wanted to make that reference. But I don't know. I just can't get. I at first I couldn't get behind it, but I think at this point I gotta do something. Girl's gotta get her nut. I don't care. I gotta do something. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Like, I feel like since I've been on estrogen and all that, or since I've gotten back on my hormones, and I feel like my frontal lobe's been developed. Like my frontal lobe's developing. It's really weird. But if, because I'm almost 24. I'm 23 right now, so maybe that is correlated. But ever since I've gotten back on my hormones, my frontal lobe feels very developed, and but I've been like intentionally like pushing myself into uncomfortable situations, not in like a harmful bad way, but in a way of like, these are things that I at first necessarily like considered, kind of wrong or gross, or like I look down on these things, right? And now I'm kind of like, I'm kind of sitting to myself, I'm like, why? And then I go and try that thing, and I'm like, I feel a surge of like guilt, which is also kind of like fun at the same time, right? Because it's like you feel like you shouldn't be doing it, but over time you're like, the guilt subsides, and it's like this is fine, right? It's not hurting anybody, So I feel like, in conclusion, right, with e-dating, I think you need to be realistic, right? If you're an adult, I feel like it's okay. Well, the thing is, it's not like ever. How do I say this? It's never not wrong. It's not wrong. None of it's really wrong. It's just that a lot of e-daters, you get with like the wrong person, and you do it at a very young age. If you're younger than like 19, 18, I wouldn't really recommend it whatsoever. Even if you are in like, if you're in a, it all varies. It all varies. In all, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. Like, some people may look down on you as a loser, and you probably are actually a fucking loser. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay to be it's okay to be a loser, because I'm also a loser. So we could be losers together. But yeah, embrace being a loser, okay? Because as long as it's not like harmful, right? If you want to simp for girls online, go ahead. And honestly, a lot, like, I've seen it develop into real shit. So put yourself out there and be open to new experiences is the moral of the story, right? Because if you're not, I bit my lip. If you're not open to new experiences, you're never gonna grow and evolve and learn these new things. But I love black women. But yeah. I feel like it's modern day. It gets very intense if you're able to like talk to someone who's able to imbue their words with as much yearning as you can, right? Because the thing is, most relationships, even like the ones that aren't e-dating, right, are just very surface level and vapid. But so that will also reflect in e-dating, right? Like there's gonna be like most e-dating relationships where, first of all, it's so easy to cheat, right? It's so fucking easy. If you are in like an official relationship, right? But I was thinking like, I need to egasm. Because people do like the phones. Oh my god. Actually, this reminds me. One time, I did this for like $30, but I had phone sex with this one dude. It wasn't anything for my pleasure. But it got me money, and it was pretty quick, luckily. So. But I don't. Yeah, we're all freaks at the end of the day. Not all of us, sorry, but most of us are, or maybe not most of us. A lot of people. Let me just say, a lot of people are closeted freaks, and it's weird to. I feel like it's weird to consider it freaky, but I consider it freaky because like words are so powerful. Words are so strong, especially when you have words that are just imbued with so much like energy into them. You can like feel that. Like what Kendrick said, I can feel your energy from 10 miles away, right? Like similar to that. And some people's words, even through text, like people have a certain cadence to them when they type. And I'm like very good at seeing that just because I grew up online as like a fucking Discordian loser. But yeah, a lot of people like have that, but yeah. Just if you're going to e-date, don't be fucking annoying about it as well. I don't want to see you on fucking Valorant with him and her. I'm hers and I'm his and that shit. I don't want to see that. Like now. Well, is it bad? See, this is what I've been consistently going through. Like I've been like, this is cringe. Like this is like a belief I had. I'm like, wait, is it actually like cringe? Like it's annoying PDA, right? It's like PDA that borders on like get a room, right? But is that bad if they want to post? I don't know if that's really that bad. People obviously have a problem with it, but Damn, maybe am I hating on love? I don't know. See, it keeps self-evaluating. I fucking hate it. I just want to hate shit without thinking. Like take me back to hating shit without having critical thought. But yeah, I don't think actually, that's really that bad. It's pretty cute, honestly. You're playing your favorite game with your little partner, your online partner. You guys are bonding, right? Not a lot of couples bond in the first place like that in real life, right? So. And a lot of those couples aren't even like, some of them are like, a lot of them are real life relationships as well. So it's not just like e-dating, right? So yeah, I guess maybe maybe it isn't that bad. My bad. Yeah. So I guess it's okay to do that. What shouldn't you do if you e-date? Don't be a predator. Date in reasonable age pools, please. What else? I mean, this is like obvious shit, but don't do it if you're a kid. I'm still gonna stand on that, because if you're a kid and you're e-dating, I don't think that's fucking stupid. Especially if it's like super long distance. If it's maybe like a city away, maybe I could see something happening there. But like, everything's varied. So okay, we got that. I think that's really all the stipulations, right? If you're going to e-date, this person needs to like actually be like phantasmal. Okay, that's also one thing. Now, this should also apply to you in real life, but it's a little different. People are able to convey themselves well online, but you also want to be with a person who can also convey that in real life, because you see those fucking cringy not AI videos. Sorry, those cringy videos of like those couples that meet for the first time and they're like super awkward with each other, and they're like, oh, and they're like, like, I understand nerves and all that, but they're like, it's like, were you guys really, like, was there really any chemistry to begin with at that point? I mean, maybe they got catfish in some capacity, but my cheeks are like a lot more like pointy. HRT's crazy, but I don't know. You have like more fat. I kind of like it though. I think I needed it, because before my face would be like fucking, I'd look like the fucking Moon Man, and I still kind of do, but it's whatever. But yeah, e-dating is modern day yearning.